Hi, I'm Tam from howtodrawlike.com and welcome back to another video. This is the second part to a response of a subscriber's question on YouTube, DJ Stevens. DJ Stevens wanted to know what technique I use to shade the photorealistic dog drawing and what kinds of strokes I used. In the first part I demonstrated how to shade the short fur that I used in the drawing, and in this part I'm going to demonstrate how to do that longer wispier fur. Again, like in the first part, I'll speed some bits of the video up just so it makes things a bit quicker for you. And if you want a more detailed idea of how to go about drawing and shading the photorealistic dog, please check out my other video series, How to Draw a Photorealistic Dog, parts 1 to 5 for that. To start off with, we're going to do the same as what we did at the beginning of part 1, which is to put a light layer of shading where the darker areas of fur are going to go, and then leave the patches where there's light coloured fur going blank for the time being. Next, apply the longer strokes in the lightest colour you're going to use, and it's important to put the lighter colours in first because these are much harder to place over darker shades later on. And as you can see here, I put a kind of a normal diameter stroke in to begin with, but then widen the top of it so it tapers outwards, and the bottom of the stroke you can see tapers into a bit of a point. Also, like in part 1, I've used the grey again to put a bit of a blend in between the strokes, and then start applying the darker shade of fur, so putting long black strokes in over the grey and across the edge of the white slightly. As I mentioned in part 1, my black pencil I used in both parts of these videos isn't sharp enough for what I should be doing or using, so I end up going over that black a couple of times just to darken it up a bit more. But you can see me first of all adding a bit more grey just to blend the white and the black together so that it's not such a harsh cut-off point. You can see me now putting in some more black and trying to get thinner, sharper lines, which is what you're trying to achieve. So again, as mentioned before, always make sure your pencils are as sharp as possible when doing techniques like this. Next, add some more light strokes back in over the existing layer. So this again helps just blend some of those harsh tonal changes and add a little bit of highlight in. As you can see, they're never quite as bright white as those strokes are that you start off with, where it's just the paper underneath. You sometimes get, as you can see there over the black, a little bit of a grey tone to them rather than white, which is why I say it's important to start with the light colours first, as it's easier to cover up lighter colours with dark rather than vice versa. If you find some of the tones you've used are looking a little bit too bright or unnatural, you can use the graphite again just to take the edge off, and also to fill in again some of those little gaps underneath where the paper is still showing through. Then finally, it's just a case of repeating exactly the same techniques again, either next to the patch that you've done or above it or below it, to build up the area of fur and expand on it and create a kind of a texture where it's overlapping, that you haven't got this one giant really long bit of fur when you're not supposed to, so you're just building up layer upon layer of fur. I hope these two videos are helpful in showing you the types of strokes that I use and how I use them. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can stay up to date with all future videos that I release. And if you have any questions, please do get in contact either through Twitter by searching for @howtodrawlike, or through my website www.howtodrawlike.com and using the contact page there. Thank you for watching. I'll see you again soon for another video, and bye for now.